Oh, hello world. Welcome to A Walker in the Woods. I have a question for the black sheep who may be tuning into this video due to the title. But my question is, how were you woken up? Were you shaken or stirred? For me, I was most definitely shaken. It was a fateful night here in Korea. I believe it was morning in America. It was a September many, many moons ago. But that is a story for another video. In this video, I would like to raise a toast. A toast to all of you black sheep out there who have woken up. So here is to you, all of you black sheep who have left the herd and are finding your own path, not the path most traveled. Here's to those who choose to walk away from the norm, the comfort and convention, forging a path wide enough for you and those who choose to follow. Here's to keeping your mind open on all topics, to knowing that the more we learn, the more we realize how little we truly know. This is the mark of a true student in this classroom called Earth. And here's to all of you thinking outside of the box, who have escaped Plato's cave and will never look back. Here's to standing your ground in challenging times and listening to your gut instinct, holding your ground and even distancing yourself from the herd, while painfully watching your family, friends, and society bend to certain pressures. Here's to not covering up your spirit, not kowtowing to certain rules or mandates that were instilled to diminish you and divide us. Here's to those who instinctually swim upstream while the mainstream continues to sink. Here's to keeping it real. Real friendship, real conversation, real food, and real health. Here's to those who listen to their bodies, trust their senses, and understand that time, food, herbs, sunlight, and prayer help heal us from the inside out, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Intuiting that a cure doesn't come from a prescription, while remembering that if something is labeled as incurable simply means to cure from within. Here's to those who have stopped buying into the fast food junk culture that has turned society sick, but who are exploring the healing power of a proper human diet, one ingredient at a time. Here's to choosing to be well-rounded in a square society. Here's to those with a social media channel who do not chase followers or get emotionally invested on how many likes your content gets. Yet you continue to upload content that is important to you, that you believe in, and feel is imperative to share. Here's to all who engage in freedom of speech, can hold civil discourse, and speak truth to power, all the while being surrounded by voices demanding you tone it down or go along to get along. And while holding your line, you uphold the rights of all who hold an opposite view. Here's to all who know that freedom of speech is only free when everyone is free to voice their opinion, be it right or wrong. Here's to the independent researchers, exploring what others won't, diving down rabbit holes even though many lead to dead ends. Yet you keep digging, finding some shred of light at the end of certain tunnels that remind you not to give up. Here's to those who have learned how to spot the signs all around us, that certain powers use to control culture, a culture that is becoming more diseased, broken, separated, disillusioned, and violent. A profoundly sick society is most definitely not your friend. Here's to following the money, not chasing it, but tracing it. Following paper trails that lead to a better understanding of who are ultimately in charge, pushing the narrative and pulling the strings. And here's to those who know the real value of currency, not the fiat dollar used since 1971, but the current, the energy, the currency of where you place your energy. Knowing what you buy and who you buy from receives your vote for its continued existence. And here's to you. Yes, you. The singular, not the plural. You who is taking responsibility for your own mind, your own choices, and your own life, not giving your sovereignty away to those who claim to know what's best. Here's to all who are out there on the fringe, the preppers, homeschoolers, homesteaders, and nomads on the road, choosing to live simply in a van down by a river, mountain, forest, or desert. I hope to be joining you one day soon. Here's to all of you who have taken the initiative to own your own land, grow your own gardens, self-sustainable farms, raise your own livestock, and are able to feed your family, friends, and neighbors. And finally, here's to all who keep posting alternative, informative content on your channel, if you have a channel, and refusing to be part of the herd mentality. Know this, you are being heard by me and by countless others, more than you may think. Even the sheeple that surround you are indeed watching you, your every move, how you live your life, how you treat others, and how you treat those who you don't even know. Through your videos, conversations, and actions, you are helping to wake up those who remain silent in their slumber of blissful ignorance. Yet more and more are opening their eyes in their own perfect way and at the right time. You need pass no judgment. You simply continue forging your own path, leaving it open for all who choose to follow. So here's to you, all of you beautiful black sheep out there. You indeed are making this world a better place, one video at a time, one conversation at a time, one day at a time, one white sheep that goes black at a time. And you know what they say, once you go black, you can't go back. Salute.